If I asked you, how many people have you got on a list that you could today reach out, send an email, give them a call, and they would send business your way or would introduce you to someone who might send business your way? Is it 10 people, 20, 30, 50, hundreds? Alexa, play magic. Is that okay for you? Can be good? I'm a big believer that people buy from people in business, in any kind of business, and definitely in interior design business. It's not because they have a big grand name or a massive social media following. Definitely not when you're starting out. So that's why networking for me is like the most, or one of the most important things to do for my business, to grow my business, and just to keep my business ticking over, really. I need to meet new people, need to be out there, talk to people and let them know who I am, knowing more about them. And it's not really about the immediate kind of opportunities that are in the room. It's very much about who do they know that could then maybe put work towards my way, or maybe I can connect them with someone else. It's about the network. It's called networking.
Oh, whatever. It's just stuff.
Okay, let me fill you in what we are doing. We are obviously talking about networking. That's what this video is about. And today I'm taking you to my little networking day, because I actually have 2 more meetings afterwards. And this is with a group that I joined about, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. And it's the type of networking group where you pay a membership, a yearly membership, and there is only one type of person or one type of business around the table like yours. So there will be no other interior designers there, which in a way at first I thought, no, there's plenty for everyone. And I was kind of a bit on offensive on it and feeling like it doesn't feel like the energy is not what I like to do. But since I've joined and felt the benefits of it, of being the only interior designer kind of in the group, I understand it now. I get it. And the good thing about this network is that it is literally a network. There are about over 10 other groups around kind of my area, around my neck of woods that I can go to. And today I am visiting for the first time a new group in Leyland. And yeah, we'll see what it's about, and I will fill you in on a few really good tips to think about, to do when networking, and I think it's going to be really useful. So let's go. It's already started. Need to grab a coffee and get on with it. Okay, tip 1. Just finished the meeting. Didn't get press. That's where you need to look. Where you going? Okay, so lights. Tip 1. Why are you doing this? Why are you going to these meetings? Why are you taking time out of your day to spend with people that you don't know? Like, clearly set your goals, because this is an opportunity for networking, for brand awareness, for practicing your storytelling that you can pretty much use everywhere that you go, and just talk about yourself, your business, your goals, the type of people you are looking for. I always like to have a plan and schedule for everything, because when you are a one-person band doing everything, then you have to have some kind of a structure, otherwise nothing gets done and you get nowhere. So knowing my reason why I'm going to these events, meeting these people, it's kind of a reminder of why am I doing this every single week? Why is it so important to book in time to do these things? And at the end of the day, why am I paying this big membership if I'm not making any use out of it? So know your why, and that will kind of serve you as this northern star to every interaction. Maybe you don't like to speak in public, or you feel a bit kind of weird going to places on your own, not knowing anyone. Just remember why you're doing this, why it's so important, and trust me, it will make sense. Guess who was a silly Billy and double booked themselves? But you know, these things happen. I sat down in this networking meeting at a table, poured my coffee, the meeting was about to start, and I got a message from the person that I was supposed to meet around now, half an hour ago, saying that they have arrived. And it suddenly hit me that I have booked in the wrong time in my planner. I didn't check it properly. Oof. Hey, but hey ho, we move. These things happen, especially when you got such a busy schedule and you try to book in as many things and do as many jobs as you can. It's annoying because we already had this scheduled last week or the week before, but he couldn't make it. Now I messed it up, so we're gonna have to reschedule and probably just do a video call. But anyways, we're back home. One more coffee. I'm really not doing well with my coffee. It was my goal to just have one coffee a day, then a decaf, and then just teas and water. This kind of busy lifestyle is really challenging when you try to get into new habits. Those old habits of just pouring coffee after coffee after coffee. We're back home. At least I have a little minute to sit down and talk about tips number 2 and 3, which are leverage online platforms is the first one. And by online platforms, I mean mostly LinkedIn. If you are a residential designer, I think Instagram, yes, can do some good stuff for you, can really get the word out there. But for commercial interiors, I think LinkedIn is the place to be. And then you can kind of put your content out onto TikTok, onto Instagram, on Pinterest, wherever you want to do. But LinkedIn is the place to be. You can get right to the person, you can speak to them. Most of the times they will reply. And you can follow what they are posting and what types of businesses they are interested in, what is going on in their world. So it's a bit of a stalking mode, but it's really good for business and networking. One thing I also do with LinkedIn is I use it as my kind of website / business card. I've got this stupid cheesy joke going now that whenever someone asks me for a business card, I say that I'm a millennial and I don't believe in business cards. Yeah, I know, it's pure cheese, but let's be honest, how many times have you gone back to those business cards that are there in your drawer or wherever you keep them? Like, I even tend to just keep the ones that I get now in this little envelope here, and I barely look at them. I go back to LinkedIn and make sure I connect with everyone that was in the meeting, which is actually quite good that we get these little pages of the business, the type of business, the person's name and the business name, like a list, and then I make sure that I connect with everyone if I've not already done that during the meeting. Maybe I spoke to them, so we connected. It's easy, you just type in the name, or if you are in the meeting, you can actually scan a QR code and it automatically connects you with that person. So I prefer to use that rather than actual business cards, but because I know it's just a waste of time and space, and they kind of just end up in the bin anyway, let's be honest. Okay, and tip number 3 is be a good listener. This is an important one. As much as you want to go out and talk about how brilliant your services are and all of the things that you can do, all of the ways how you can help people with your services, it's also important that you understand that you are a part of that network, and people are there hoping that you will connect them to your own network. And at first I really felt a bit of what's the word for it, impostery kinda, because I felt like, well, the reason why I'm here is because I don't have anyone to network with. I'm a little nobody, so I don't know anyone. So that kind of impostery feeling came to me, and then I thought, well, hold on a minute. I know all of these people in the construction, in the design industry, and I still come with my own clients and my client base. So those are businesses that I can introduce someone to. So It's not just about the fact that you are going out there looking for someone to connect you with someone, but you are the connector there. And in order to do that connecting, you need to understand what that person is doing. What is their business like? What are they looking for? Always kind of make notes of these little things. One other thing that I do is I always have my notebook, swatch box. I always have my notebook with me or some type of notes. Even if it's in my phone, I take notes. What we do in these meetings is the first part of the meeting is sort of a quick 60-second pitch round. So we go around the room and everyone has 60 seconds plus minus to introduce themselves, speak about their business, what they do, how they do it, people they are looking for, and kind of just give you a very quick elevator pitch about their business. So when people are doing this and when they are going around the room, I make sure that I take the list, I tick that person off, and I write their name in my little notebook, and I think about it. Okay, how could I help this person? Who could I connect them with? Or if I can't connect them with anyone, I have a little brainstorming almost session thinking, oh, well, what if they went there and asked for that person, or maybe if they looked for this and da. And I kind of like have a bit of brainstorming inside here, and I make quick notes. So afterwards, when I come back from the meeting, and when I'm connecting with all of these people, whether LinkedIn or email, I can just drop quick little notes and say, well, this is what I was thinking. Like, have you explored that? Or it might be worth looking into it. Just an idea. And it really helps to start kind of growing that connection. It's not an immediate, okay, let's go out for a coffee and let's have a one-to-one session. It's more like a little slow intro, soft launch kind of a thing. You know what I mean? And that makes you a really good listener. Okay, so those were the 2 tips I wanted to share today. I've got another meeting later today with the supplier, a little catch up, and I need to return some samples, some huge flooring samples that have been in my boot, in my car, in my living room, back in the boot, back in the car since before Christmas. It's been like 2 months. It's insane. I need to get rid of them, which is great that they do that they take back their big samples and you know, we don't create any unnecessary waste. But I have another meeting, another Shout Network meeting tomorrow in Blackpool. So I will keep one more tip for tomorrow, and I'm sure I'm gonna have some extra notes to add. So I'll see you then. Okay, so today we are in Blackpool. You can see we've got a beautiful, oh, there you go. You can see a lovely blue sky outside, which is always nice. For those of you who don't know, Blackpool is kind of a little bit of a seaside town, city, I guess. Back in the 80s, 70s, it was big on tourism, and unfortunately it's kind of died down. But anyways, we're in Blackpool today. For the first time I got to see the Blackpool group, which was great, and actually a lot of new businesses that I haven't yet seen in the networking group, which was great. Definitely a lot good new connections, and that's what I'm finding with this sort of whole network is that's just brilliant, because with the usual networking event you wouldn't get this many connections. So gold. But anyway, so the last tip, and I kind of roughly touched on it yesterday, is all about staying connected. And it doesn't mean that just one connection made on Instagram or made on LinkedIn. It's a constant evolving relationship growing connection. So it could be you maybe add your new connections to a newsletter that you send out. It doesn't even have to be weekly or monthly. It could be 3 times a year. So you create a list of connections where you just send little business updates out there. It could be monthly just catch-ups with the people that you know that are kind of like in the same area with you, and just to see how their business is doing. And of course, the social media connection is the instant, free of charge, you don't even need to leave your house type of connection, networking that can really, I feel like, bring a lot more opportunities. And that is from your end as a follower, as a person, just liking people's content, commenting, getting conversation going about the topics that they post, as well as yourself. Keep posting and keep making note of people who are kind of engaging with that content, because obviously that is relationship. That is also growing your relationship with these businesses. Follow-ups, obviously that is the first thing that you need to do. Like now I've been last Friday, then yesterday was Thursday, and today's Friday, so I've got 3 meetings that I need to follow up with, because this week has just been a lot. It's been a lot of everything. So without that follow-up, there's no point of me coming here, because there's only so much that you can kind of do in one day, especially when you've got like 2 hours and you meet complete strangers. You know, it's a lot. So the whole follow-up, that's where the juice is. That's where the success is. So yeah, that was tip number 5. I think that is about it. Like, I love this venue. Let me just show you around. So there's just some seating there, and then the rest of it down there is the lobby and more seats. Oh, there's Andy. Do you feel like coming on a vlog? No, I need to talk. Okay, never mind. He doesn't want to come on the video. Maybe next time. We'll get Jeff. Jeff is more onto it. Okay. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little video about networking. If you have any questions, write them down. I think I've got a couple more ideas of videos that I can do around networking, because as you can see, I'm really passionate about it, and I really think for small businesses, individual designers, commercial interior designers who are trying to break out, like I am at the moment, trying to build a business without not having a large network of people, it's very important. It is very much the basics that you need to have in place, you know, networking wise. So yeah, that's that. I will see you in the next one, but if you do have time to hang around, then check out these videos wherever they're gonna be. And yeah, I'll see you there. Bye.